everyone, how are you doing? Someone on TikTok posted a comment on one of my videos recently that said, "You am idiot." The irony of that comment is hilarious, but that's another story that probably belongs on my writing channel where I talk about things like grammar and spelling. But I do seem to get a lot of people on social media telling me that I am stupid or I'm an idiot or other stuff along those lines. So today I am going to do an online quiz to find out just how stupid I am because, well, why the heck not? I found this quiz on Buzzfeed, which is the source of everything that is purely scientific based. This quiz says that if you have done 15 out of 31 of these things, you are officially a dumbass. I wonder if I'm going to regret taking this quiz because I'm not a stupid person, but Lord knows I do my share of stupid things. So I guess let's get into it and see if I'm a dumbass. Pushed a door that said pull or vice versa. Not that I remember. Do you remember when you do things like that? I don't know. I'm going to leave it unchecked because I don't think I have. Walked into a room and immediately forgot what you needed from it. Yes. I do the online version of that as well, which is opening up a Google page and then immediately forgetting what I was going to look for. That happens to me all the time.
Why did I come in here?
Locked yourself out of your house? Yes. About 10 years or so ago, I came home early from work, discovered that I left my house keys in the house and someone else had gone out and locked the house. So bottom line was the house was locked and I needed to get in. So I had to squeeze myself and my giant watermelons through this tiny little basement window. And I discovered that I do not have a future as a burglar because I tumbled through that window. I fell face first onto the dashboard of my treadmill. It was not the most elegant entry. Not my finest moment. Looked around for your glasses or sunglasses only to realize they were on your head. Yes. I'm already regretting taking this quiz. Looked around for your phone only to realize it was in your hand or pocket. Yeah. This happened to me only once and it was worse than this. I was looking for my phone while I was actually talking to someone on it. Tripped over your own 2 feet every freaking day. I'm clumsy, what can I say? Went out in public with your shirt inside out. No, I do not do that. I have not done that. Not that I recall anyway. Went out in public with your fly unzipped. No, I don't have flies. I don't wear pants with zippers, so no. Went out in public with price tags still on your clothes. I did go out in public with a price tag still on a pair of pants that I bought once, but I'm not going to check that because I didn't really have a choice. What happened was that I bought this pair of pants and the store that I bought it from forgot to remove the security tag. And the price tag wasn't one that you could just rip off. It was kind of wedged underneath the security tag. I wore the pants, I wore a jacket over the pants so the price tag wasn't showing. And then when I went into the store wearing the pants, they removed the security tag and I was finally able to get rid of the price tag. So not my fault. That one is all on the shop assistant at that store that forgot to remove the security tag. That's my story and I'm sticking to it.
What are you out of your mind?
Responded to your waiters, enjoy your meal with you too. I have not specifically done that, but I am going to check that because I did something equally idiotic. I was flying from South Africa back to Toronto. And when I went through passport control in South Africa, the passport control guy handed me back my passport and he said, enjoy your flight. And I said, you too.
Well, this is awkward.
Walked right into a glass door because you didn't see it. Nope, haven't done that. Wouldn't put it past myself though. Started playing music on your phone or laptop in public, not realizing that your earbuds weren't plugged in. I have not done this. I always use earbuds even when I'm at home. And before I listen to anything with audio, I make sure to check that the headphones or earbuds are properly plugged in and at the volume that I want them to be. So I'm very particular about that. Waved back at someone who was waving at you only to realize they were waving at someone behind you. Have I done this? I don't think I've done this. I usually kind of do the opposite. When someone waves at me, I sometimes don't wave back because I don't realize that they were waving at me.
Hey, you guys!
So that is a far more likely scenario. Forgot to turn off your phone before a movie or play and it rang. Never happened, never will. I always check my phone before a movie or a play. Attempted to cut your own hair? Hell no, I know better. I know better. There are some things that are better left well alone, and that is one of them. I know it would be a disaster, so I'm not even going to try. I would end up looking like Sideshow Bob having a bad hair day. Bought a book you never ended up reading? I have got books that I have not read yet, but I've never bought a book and then just forgotten to read it. So I'm not going to check that one. Doesn't everyone have a pile of books that they haven't read yet and they're there and you are going to read them, you just haven't gotten to them yet because you're still reading the previous book? Bought a piece of clothing you never ended up wearing? No, I haven't done that either. People have given me clothing as gifts that I haven't ended up wearing either because they didn't fit or I just didn't have the occasion to wear them. But that's not the same as buying something myself that I didn't wear. I wouldn't do that. Accidentally replied all to an email that you meant to send to one person. No, I've done the opposite of that, where I should have replied all and I only sent it to the person who sent it to me. And then I've kind of been waiting for responses from everybody else, and then I've been like, oh wait, maybe I should send them my email first and then maybe I'll get responses back.
You think?
Fell for an online scam. No, I am very aware of online scams and the trouble they can cause. I did come close once though. I got an email that I thought was from Amazon reminding me of my Amazon Prime membership that they said was due. But just as I was about to click on the link, something in my head just went, just check this out first. And sure enough, it was a phishing email. So glad I caught that right in the nick of time. Completely forgot about plans or an appointment you made. Yes, guilty. I have done this. Not a lot. It's not a common occurrence, but it has happened. Texted the wrong person by mistake. Yes. And it almost had bad consequences. I had 2 text message threads going at the same time. One was with my husband, one was with a client. As you can imagine, the kind of text message that I would send to my husband is not the same as the kind of text message that I would send to a client. And I sent my husband something that was intended for the client, and I was about to send my client something that was intended for my husband, but fortunately my husband texted me back and said, "What are you talking about?" And that was when I realized, oh my gosh, this could have been awkward. It could have been awkward. Got on the wrong bus or train. This happened to me in Wales. In fairness, the names of the places in Wales are just incomprehensible in a lot of cases. I was in Wales by myself, just sightseeing, taking a look around, and there was this castle that I wanted to go and visit. And the castle was in this place that had one of these names that's, like yay long and has, like 2 vowels and all the rest is consonants. I got onto a train for another place that had a similar looking name. It was, one of these long names with like double L's and W's all over the place. And the lady came through the train checking the tickets and she told me that I got on the wrong train. So fortunately I hadn't gone too far. But yeah, that happened. The castle was lovely though. It was really nice. Missed a flight? Nope, never happened. I am pathologically early for everything, so that's not going to happen. Shrunk a favorite piece of clothing in the wash. It's the kind of thing that would happen to me if I bought that kind of clothing, but you know, I don't have a lot of fancy clothing, and the fancy clothing I do take care of with the laundry instructions, so that hasn't happened. Spend way too much money on something and then immediately regretted it. Nothing comes to mind. I mean, haven't we all had incidents of buyer's remorse at some point in the past? Nothing comes to mind, so I'm not going to check that. Forgot to cancel a free trial and ended up getting charged. Yes, that's why I don't do free trials that require credit card information anymore. I just will not do them. If a website asks me for payment information, I just click off it right away. So no, I will not do that again. Read the cooking instructions on a box of food, threw the box away, then had to fish the box out of the garbage when you inevitably forgot the directions. Sorry, okay. So the more accurate scenario is I read the instructions, I throw the box away, I get out whatever dishes I need to make the thing, I fish the box out of the garbage, read the instructions again, I throw the box away, I pour whatever I need to pour into the pot or the dish so I can make the thing, and then I put it in, you know, the oven or the microwave or wherever it has to go, and then I fish the box out of the garbage again, and I look at the instructions again so I can see what temperature or how long it's going to cook for or whatever, and then I throw the box away and then I cook the thing. Isn't that how everyone does it? That's not how this works. Ordered takeout when you had perfectly good food in the fridge. Yes, I do that. That's not a sign of being a dumbass though. That's just a sign of sometimes I just have too much to do. I'm too overwhelmed. You know, life is just getting on top of me a little bit and I would rather set my own face on fire than cook food. I don't think that's a sign of being a dumbass, but you know, I've done it, so I'm checking it off on the list. Pressed an elevator button a bunch of times hoping it would make the doors close faster. That's not the kind of thing I would do. I am pretty laid back when it comes to things like that. I'm not going to stress about trying to save, you know, 2 seconds of my time. Bumped into an inanimate object and then apologized to it. I have not done that. However, I have bumped into an inanimate object and yelled at it. So I think, in fairness, I need to check that one off because I do that. I bump into things and then I yell at them. And finally, stayed up late for no reason whatsoever. Yes, that happens regularly. Although, is it for no reason whatsoever, or is it just so that I can have some time to myself, to do my thing that I don't get time to do during the day? I'll keep that checked. So now, we will look at the results. Are you ready? Are you ready to see if I am a dumbass? Show me my results. I checked 14 out of 31. So I just missed the dumbass designation, but the description says mild dumbass. Wear it as a badge of honor, my friend. We are all dumbasses from time to time. I agree with that. We all do silly things that don't make any sense. It does not mean we're stupid people, and it definitely does not mean that I am idiot. And there you have it, folks. We all know how accurate and science-based these quizzes are. These results should satisfy the complete strangers who call me an idiot on the internet. The same people, funnily enough, who do their research by reading a single article on a sketchy website and believing it over the thousands of pages of actual science that are available for anyone to read. I will leave it at that for today. I hope you're staying well and safe and not going too crazy in this continuing pandemic nightmare that we're all living in. I will see you in the next video, you guys. In the meantime, live your best life and be kind. Bye!